Created on an Apple II by Jordan Mechner in his Yale dorm room in 1984, Karateka became a #1 bestseller and influenced a generation of gamers with its groundbreaking rotoscoped animation and cinematic storytelling. In this little video, we revisit the karate classic that paved the way to Prince of Persia. Okay, was it Karateka or Karateka? Who cares? On we go. Okay, started a new game. Now I just need to figure out the Oh. A film-like narrative told in the preamble to each fight sequence. We see Princess Mariko thrown into the dungeons by the evil Lord Akuma, and in later sequences we see Akuma sending his henchmen out to thwart your progress on your objectives to save the princess. As rescuer and henchman approach each other, the hypothetical camera cuts between them until they appear on the same screen. It was all very epic, and even as I narrate the video, it brings back a million nostalgic memories from seeing this for the first time as a kid. True enough, the animation of the fighters is much slower yet more graceful than in games such as IK Plus or Way of the Exploding Fist, but it was by far the best I'd seen in terms of graphics capabilities. The movements being reminiscent of the slow motion sequences in a Bruce Lee film. The storytelling is strengthened by other techniques that seem to have been lifted from the cinema. I'm still trying to figure out the rest of my controls, as it's been many years since I last played this. It seems that I've got a fighting stance and a running stance, and trying to fight while in running mode makes him bow. Ah, maybe I shouldn't have run straight into this bad guy. Ah well, next time I'll put the brakes on. Holding down the fire button and pushing in certain directions will initiate an attack in that direction, the type of which is determined by how long the fire button is held down. A quick tap of the button will throw a punch, and a longer press executes a kick. You can withstand only a limited number of hits from your opponent, with the row of red chevrons across the bottom left of the screen indicating how much stamina you have left. Reminiscent of the similar energy bar also used on the later game Prince of Persia. A video for the Amiga version of this can also be found on the channel. Every time the enemy hits you, you'll lose an arrow. Conversely, the blue arrows on the right of the screen gauge his strength. The first to run out of arrows first dies, and each guard has a different fighting style, so it never feels like the same fight, with individual styles and use of various headgear to tell them apart. After gaining entry to the castle, more guards are encountered, but these battles are often preceded by an attack from Lord Akuma's trained bird of prey, which will deplete your stamina unless you give it a good kick in the noggin. The moral here being, watch the birdie. Take that, you big stupid grey turkey looking shite hawk. It's a shame really that the game didn't have the flair and speed of the original Apple II as we see here. You definitely feel the class of the game oozing through. Considering it was all made by one guy, it really is extremely impressive in its native format. Oh, and let's not forget his father, Prince Mechner, who created the soundtrack for this and Prince of Persia, which is also awesome. How about this then too? The making of Karateka is the first classic remaster that wraps up everything I love about retro gaming into a single package. The fighting is super responsive and polished to the best it has ever been. While the actual principles behind the game are most definitely here with our Commodore 64 version, the speed, unfortunately, let it down for me. The scrolling felt just as slow as the character movements, and it can be pretty jerky at times, even though the actual animation is still first class. If it had been sped up a little, then this would have hovered on being brilliant, but as it stands for me, it's a good karate game. There are some awesome touches, like the little cutscenes between the action, and there's also an excellent title screen with atmospheric sound effects showing the princess being locked in her cell. Reaching the end isn't amazingly difficult either once you've mastered the fighting techniques, and although the game possesses undeniable charm and boasts some great animation for the time, Karateka ends up as an inferior fighting game when compared to other titles such as IK Plus or Way of the Exploding Fist. Remember, this is only my opinion. What did you think of Karateka? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And if you're also enjoying the nostalgic memories that these classic games bring back, then maybe consider subscribing to the channel. With many more games just like this on the playlists and more videos coming regularly, it'd be great for you to join me on this epic journey down memory lane. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now. Just want to take a moment to thank the following patrons. It's massively appreciated that you're supporting the channel, covering the games we love. Stay retro.